Hi, water signs. My name is Michelle Kelly. Welcome to This Is Your Sign. This is your January 2022 reading for all the Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpios. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. You'll be notified when you go into subscriptions. Every Saturday, I put out a video. If there are 5 Saturdays in a month, I will take the 4th Saturday off, just so you know. So water signs, let's get into your January 2022 reading. I'm so excited for this. I meditated on your cards already. So the cards that came out were the Tribe, TikTok, and Loyal Heart. So what this is saying is that your tribe, you are finally finding your place in the world, your tribe, your people, where you belong, where you feel the most comfortable. How this process starts with the tribe. Like first, you might have found them and now they're finding you, or vice versa, however that works for you. But you know, how it starts is you might be part of this like-minded, it's a spiritual community, but you could just be a volunteer for them. You could also be a leader for them. This could be you started off as a volunteer and you're turning into a leader. But this is all about finding your people. So congratulations, because I know when you're on this road, this spiritual road, a lot of times it feels lonely and it feels like, will I ever find my people? And it's like, you're finding them and they're finding you. You're working with the divine. The next card is TikTok. And I think you feel like finally it's about frickin' time. I know where my people are. It's all about how you serve and what you're doing to serve the world. But part of this is you needed to serve yourself first. And I know that all of the water signs out there, you are light workers, you are healers, and you are psychic. So if you were not able to find your people find you. And I think you feel like it's about frickin' time. It's about time that they found you. It's about time that you found them. But also, this is like divine timing. And whatever is meant for you is meant for you. You can't mess it up. You're right on time. You've been working on something for a really long time. Whatever you've been working on, it has been a long time coming. And I'm going to say you guys have been working on healing your heart and healing your spirit. And you've been working on serving others for a long time. And it's finally taking shape and going into fruition. Like people are starting to notice your dedication and what you've been working on. And you guys, showing up. You keep showing up. You keep showing up. And as you keep showing up, people start to believe you. They start to trust you. Your consistency has been of extreme value, more than you have ever known. But your ability, like we're in this world where, and I know even for me, I'm a water sign, I'm a Scorpio. I've been doing videos on YouTube for This Is Your Sign for a little over a year and a half. It is a slow process. It is a slow process. And when you start doing videos, when you start posting on social media, when you decide that you're meant to be a leader, when you're meant to be a speaker, when you're meant to be in the public eye, which you guys are meant to be in the public eye, once you realize this road is a long road and it is not instant gratification. And what you see on the internet a lot of times is, okay, somebody goes viral, which is amazing and awesome, but you don't see what happened before they went viral. It might have taken them 15 years or 10 years or 5 years. And yes, once in a while, there's a fluke. Once in a while, somebody does one thing and it goes viral. Most of the time, that is not going to happen. If you don't go viral instantly, it is not a sign that you're not meant to do what you're doing. It is not a sign for you to stop. If you're not getting a huge amount of views and subscribers and followers, it takes time. Time takes time. And we're in a world where everybody wants everything like that. Even, even Prime. I don't think Prime's in 2 days anymore on Amazon. I'm not sure. But like, things aren't coming as quickly, and we're learning we have to wait for things. The mail is slower. Amazon is slower. The internet's faster. But other than that, like everything, supply and demand. There's not as many cars. There's not as many houses. People aren't harming and hurting themselves like they used to. And we're starting to have to get patient. We're starting to have to wait, and we're starting to have to slow down. But this is saying, just because you do more faster, a lot of times when you do more faster, you just burn out. You don't make it happen quicker. But what you do is you miss joy, you miss fun, and you miss moments. You miss the present, the gift. Wishing it, going back to yesterday. You can't get back to yesterday. Tomorrow hasn't happened. Today it's called the present because it's a gift. So just allowing yourself to be in the moment, to be present, that is the best thing that you can do for right now as you're waiting. But it is taking shape, and please don't give up. I know it feels like a lifetime. It does. In hindsight, it is not that much time, but you need to keep going. It is not a sign to stop. So the next card is strength, and it says the grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness, time to embrace how wonderful you are. You guys, this is the divine saying, you guys are wonderful and amazing people, and there is love all around you. You guys are love. I'm crying. And I have to sneeze. Water signs, you guys are pure love. When people are around you, they just feel love. They feel your kindness. They feel your spirit. When people feel that from you, it is because you have survived hell. You don't get this way, the grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges. You don't get this until you've overcome them. So this is the divine saying, congratulations. And everyone is so proud of you and the work that you have done and are continuing to do. It is not for nothing, and it is being noticed, and it is being recognized. And I think you guys started to be okay with even if it wasn't. I think when you get to the place, I know when you get to the place that it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks or says, I'm just doing this because I know that my soul needs to do this. That's when it goes. So the next card is awakening, and it says, change the way you looked at the situation. Embrace your uniqueness. A temporary pause in action. So this person, when you have this awakening, when you're having this awakening, upside down. This turns your life upside down. And usually I have another card of an awakening, of a spiritual awakening. And it's like this person, when you're hanging upside down, everything comes out. Change comes out of your, like everything is empty. So when you're having this awakening, a lot of times what happens is things are being removed from you that you no longer need. However, it is hard as shit, and the divine knows that. So as you go through this awakening process, A lot of times what is happening, water signs, is as you're going through the awakening process, a job, you might lose a job, you might lose a client, you might get sick and not be able to work, I hope to God you don't lose a child. Like, I would never ever wish that on anybody. I would not wish losing a pet, but a lot of times what happens, our greatest, worst tragedies are our biggest gifts and blessings. When it is happening, it does not feel like that. So you are being awakened. And a lot of times when you are being awakened, things have to be removed that are blocking you from the sunlight of the Spirit. But this is so the sunlight of the Spirit can come in. And it says 10 of summer. An emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends. Raising children wisely. People you can trust. This girl is listening to music. She is sailing with her love, with children. This is just, you are going to have your happily ever after. It is there for you. It is out there for you. You guys, 10 of summer is like the 10 of coins. I'm going to say 10 of coins. I'm not sure. But it is one of the best cards in the deck. So you're going to have people you can trust in your life, and it might not be your family. And unfortunately, a lot of times our family rejects us, so we can find our soul family. So when this is happening, it doesn't feel good. It sucks to have your family reject you. So a lot of times when your family rejects you, you think, my own family rejects me. How could anybody else be kind and loving towards me? But think of how kind and loving you are to everybody else. And those people are looking for you too. And the next card is Empress. And it says, time to take action. The power of creativity. Success that allows a life of luxury. There's 2 peas in a pod here. So it says, time to take action, the power of creativity, success that allows for a life of luxury. So you guys, this is, you need to take action. I know, like, it's hard to like hone it in to know what direction to go in. It's like, just go. Just go forward. Even if it feels like you're not, the best thing to do when you're not sure which way to go is to do things that are fun and bring you joy and make you the happiest. And they will lead you. So if you love to sing, go be with singers. If you love to dance, go dance. If you love being in nature, go hiking. Like, do all the things that make you your happiness. And that is how it is going to find you. If you love reading the cards, go find your card reader people. Go find a place where they're going to embrace doing what you do. Even if the money isn't there yet, it doesn't mean it's not going to be, and it doesn't mean you're not meant to do it. When you're doing things that make your heart sing, do what you love and the money will follow. It is true. It does not feel true, especially if you're around people who weren't able to be their true selves. A lot of times what they're going to do is try and talk you out of it. When you're unsure about something, a lot of times, like, if I love cards, I love the cards. Like, I love reading the cards. I love being read. I like knowing things in advance. It helps me prepare so I can know if the shoe's going to drop or if the rug's going to be pulled out. I feel like I can be prepared for it. A lot of people who I'm related to, they don't believe in this stuff. They think it's from the devil. They think it's not true. They think, it's not God's work, blah, 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 blah. When I was unsure about it, the first person who said something negative, oh my God, it's because I'm not meant to do it. And now what I realized is if I love it, just because the person says, oh, it's from the devil, this, whatever they think about this, because it's not true. This is from God and the divine and spirit, and every card reader, psychic that I've ever been to is about God, and they're about love, and that is what I'm about. So a lot of the people who were telling me, Michelle, this is the devil, this is the whatever, they weren't about God and they weren't about love, but it felt like a rejection, and like I wasn't meant to do this, and they're not the people that are going to be able to help me with this. So I need to go get support from the people who are able to support me. And the people who reject me, it doesn't mean I'm not meant to do it. It means I'm not meant to do it with them. So I hope that helps you guys. If you're not sure about doing something and one person says, oh, I don't know about that, so-and-so did that and they didn't make any money doing it, and then you're like, oh God, I shouldn't do it. Shouldn't do it with these people that are telling you not to. It's not, you're not meant to do it. It means they're not going to be able to help you or support you. So you need to find different people who can help and support you. But the next card is loneliness, and it says, I know that I am never alone. And I know you guys know that you're never alone, but it doesn't mean that you're not going to feel it. You're not going to not feel lonely or feel like you're in a place where nobody understands where you are, or they haven't gotten this far. And a lot of times when you're a leader, which you guys are leaders, you are map makers. You are here to make the map. And a lot of times when you are a map maker, there is no one to follow, and it gets fucking lonely. And it doesn't mean you're not meant to do it. So I'm going to tell you about, imagine driving your car on a foggy road. You can only use your low beams. You have to drive slow. You got a whole stream of cars behind you beeping, giving you the finger, thinking you should go faster, until finally, guess what? You're like, freaking pass me. Go ahead. And the person who passed you was like, holy shit, I can't see. Now they know how you feel, right? But it was like, it didn't mean you weren't meant to lead, but it doesn't mean it's not going to be hard, and it doesn't mean it's not going to be scary, and it doesn't mean you're not going to have to do it slowly, or that you're not going to feel lonely. This is all normal, and it's part of the process. But it says relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So the people that love you are the people that you love back. Like, you're going to feel that. So the people who are not here for your higher good, they are going to reject you. They are going to tell you there's something wrong with you. They're going to tell you you shouldn't be doing it. They're going to not be able to support you. But you are attracted to people who serve your higher good. And you guys are all heart, and you're leading with your heart. And the divine is so proud of you. These relationships, these people are coming in. They will find you if you can't find them. They will be led to you. And the next card says denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. So it says, I acknowledge my fear. It is okay to have fear. False evidence appearing real. False evidence appearing real. It's not true. It feels true. So it's not saying that this fear isn't real. You can feel the fear and do it anyway. And that is called courage. And you guys have so much courage. You have demonstrated so much, your loyalty, your consistency. That is how we rise, is consistency. And that is the hardest thing to do. And it is the hardest thing to keep going and not to self-sabotage. So it's saying, it doesn't matter what anybody thinks. What other people think of you is none of your business. I don't care. Most people don't get sick and tired of you. You get sick and tired of yourself. So I'm going to tell you this story. When you see newscasters, when you see singers, their only job is to report the same thing over and over and over again. And singers, they sing the same song over and over again. And you know what changes? The audience. Some people are hearing that song for the first time or the 100th time. It doesn't matter. They still want to hear it like they've never heard it before. The person who gets sick of it is the person playing it. But that is none of their business. That is not their job. Their job is just to sing the songs and play the music and to report the news. And then when you get tired of hearing yourself say it or singing the same song, then it is time to change your tune. But most people, if they don't want to hear what you have to say, guess what they get to do? They can change the channel. It doesn't mean your message is not your message. And your message is your message, and you're meant to give it. And people are meant to hear it. And a lot of times, even when it feels like you're saying the same thing over and over and over again, remember there's somebody who's never heard it before. But really what is happening for you, water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, is every time you get to tell your story or sing your song, the main audience is really you. And the day that you can hear it and feel it is the day you get connected to yourself and to the divine. And that is, you feel like you're doing it for everybody else, but it's really so you can hear it. So this is your sign, signing off all water signs for the month of January 2020. Thank you so much for watching.